for example, right? Yeah. So, but what you do own is your website, and I think there's a lot of importance there when, you know, getting into the weeds of like kind of local search and stuff like that. But I think when I think about owning your website, I think it's about keeping an eye on what your traffic looks like and what your customers look like who are coming into the website. Don't kind of neglect your website, and don't neglect looking at the information that is available on that site, because it can provide a lot of interesting information.
But we're also looking at that for retention. That does hit the bottom line, you know, and we have actually, you know, measured and seen the effectiveness of improving retention through communication. You know, the technology within AI is actually, you know, looks at weather, looks at geo, looks at these things, and we're going to have the ability to predict where there's going to be problems, so we can start communicating with folks. Like, you know, it'd be really nice if you knew that we were going to get, you know, 6 inches of snow last night, you know, and I think that's going to be a very similar situation in using predictive AI technology for customer service and communication.
Absolutely. All right, we'll dig into that a little bit more with data in a minute. I do want to flag, you know, some folks on this particular point, they say like, well, what kind of trend is that to say to invest in your website? But we have seen people actually beginning to look past their websites because there are trends of diminished website traffic, the way that the search engines are working, right? And Dan, I know you're passionate about this, that even when we're looking at AI SEO, that is for LLMs, the website is central to letting the LLMs know what you have to offer. Even if people aren't visiting it, it's your communication hub to ChatGPT and Perplexity, right? Can you talk about that for a minute?
Yeah. So yeah, it's really critical that you have a strong content strategy and that you have an understanding of what the LLMs are looking at, right? And I think it is important to create content that can't be completely summarized by AI, because everybody's going to AI and, you know, here's my question, give me my final answer.
Yeah, zero-click search.
Zero-click, right. So what we want to do is create enough types of content where people are interested. They want to, you know, could be educational, could be calculators, could be videos, could be this different types of content that we're really drawing people in. So they're still visiting the site, right?
Yeah.
Because that's ultimately where we want to convert from.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think it's just a matter of the website is going to continue to be of super importance, because when they do make that decision, usually they'll make the decision and then they're going to go to the site to reaffirmate their decision, right?
Yeah.
So they're going to, you know, are we giving them that trust? Do they feel good about the brand?
Yeah.
Do they feel confident they're going to get serviced properly?
Yeah.
All of those things are really critical.
To have that
so websites will continue to be a very, very important part of the puzzle.
Okay, awesome. And we have, just to do a plug, and Deshaun, hoping we can get on the screen a QR code for, we did a webinar over the summer about AI SEO, so hopefully you're seeing it over me right now, a QR code, and you can go and check that out. And talking to some SEOs from over it about things that brands can do on that front right now. Okay, on to the next trend. Trend 3, the rise of video as a retention and acquisition tool. Devin, can you lay out the groundwork for us?
Social media, though, as well,